Hello. Well, I'm back playing Warplanes after this recent patch came out. As I said in the last Warplanes video I did, mainly because when I get on at around 7 or 8 o'clock at night and there's only 100 players on, I can still have a fairly decent game. And this is one of my newest aircraft, the La-5, which so far I've been really liking, especially after this patch. I have a feeling, well, patch 1.9, it seems to have shifted the balance, or the gameplay meta I should say, away from energy fighters and towards turn fighters. Well, that's a bit harsh. Energy fighters still have a big advantage, but turn fighters are now much more useful in battles just because the bots tend to drag things down low and slow in a way that players don't. As you see, I just got my first kill, finishing off a mosquito there that had already dived through the rest of my team. And dodged a Spitfire there, but it, well, broke off even before I started dodging. And this next bit's a bit embarrassing. Basically, after patch 1.9 I've been finding cannon armament I'm just not good enough. I haven't really learnt how to shoot and aim with them effectively. So machine guns I'm good at, cannons not so much. So as you see, I haven't done a lot of damage to this Spitfire, and I've actually gotten way too close here, and its manoeuvring is, you know, actually very effective at keeping my guns off target, at least at this close range. And then finally, I'm able to get a decent shot, but my ally kills it before me, and I don't even get an assist. I did very little damage to that Spitfire despite being on its tail for so long. I put a few shots into this Corsair, but it starts barrel rolling away from me, and it's going to be able to keep away. It's got a much more powerful engine than me, so I dive down this P-38, which I see is actually climbing up at me, so I take a few hits, but dodge most of its fire. And this is good for me here, because I know it's going to be going slow, and I've got a pretty powerful boost, even though the LA5 is still pretty stock. But I'm just not really able to capitalise on it because of the... Well, partly it's the poor ability of me being able to shoot, but it's also that the LA5's only got two 20mm cannons, at least yet. When I upgrade it, my English is going terrible, at least for now. When I upgrade it, I will have three 20mm cannons, and then hopefully it'll be better. At least 50% better in terms of its fire output. And I'm sticking on the tail of the P-38 for now. Try to put a few more shots on it, but my aim's all over the place. There we go, get some hits. But something's shooting at me. Two things are shooting at me. It's a Mustang and a Corsair. The Mustang's actually the only human-controlled aircraft on the enemy team. But in that situation, I pulled up because they were coming from beneath me, and I know I've got a pretty powerful engine, so I figured I could outclimb them. The Corsair I wasn't so sure about, but luckily my ally killed it for me. So I'm able to get round and try and focus on the Mustang. Get some good hits in there, kill its pilot, and then something's on my tail, and it has to be that P-38 from earlier. So I dodge, still take a lot of hits though, and I see the Mustang's coming at me, so I actually cut back on the throttle and pull hard, and I managed to avoid most of its fire there, and then boost and roll over to try and turn inside it. And here we go, just got to come around a little bit more to get some shots in, but my ally kills it. Which means this P-38's the major threat here, and fortunately it's not going at me. And I find those high deflection shots as they're passing are the only ones where I can actually really effectively do damage to the enemy because they're presenting a very large cross section to me. Managed to set the P-38 on fire and put a few more hits in on its way down. And that's my second kill. And here we have the last remaining enemy aircraft. It's a ground attack aircraft, so I'm actually really impressed with the bots in patch 1.9, as in I actually have to treat them as if they're human players. They basically have the same skill level as an average human. The exception is enemy ground attack bots just aren't anywhere near as threatening as a human controlled one is. But still, it's good to kill one, and especially when it gets you the win at the end of the game. But having said that, I didn't actually contribute that much to my team's victory. Well, I mean, I did, second highest in experience, second highest in damage done, but that Fokker Wolf that got a lot of kills at the end there actually did far more than me towards earning this victory, and that was a bot. So yeah, the bots in patch 1.9 are actually pretty good, and I'm actually really enjoying getting back into the game over the last few days. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.